the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. Right? We always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that works very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And they go play action now. Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thompson. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And some room to maneuver. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Five yards remain on 2nd down.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Check Mike 40. Check Mike 40. Nice, sweetheart. Go.
Looking to throw. Miller. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. This defense for the Bengals, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Here's Miller from the gun on 3rd down. Gates with a grab. And he will have a Steelers 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh.
Come on, let's go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw. Miller. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
In your face. Check 24, check 24.
Now Miller throwing on 1st down. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, Miller. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And down inside the 15 he goes. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check.
Looking to throw. Miller. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
On one, ready?
Burrow on play action. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Strip that ball. Mike's about 9, Mike's about 12.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
On 1st down, it's Harris. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Put him on the buses. Let's put that team on.
Back to throw. Miller. He finds his man. Complete. That's Wise.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. They run the counter. It's Harris. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Here we go. Here we go.
Off the play fake. Miller. Open man. That's the tight end Freiermuth.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Mixon. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Burrow on 3rd down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the 1st down. But in this case, he turned into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. He's got it complete to Thompson. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Operating from the gun, Miller. Caught by Gates, left side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's wide.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Watch the run, watch the run. Mike 40. He's scared.
Now a play fake here on first down.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Off play action. Miller. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. It's Bryant. And it's a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Roseanne's good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going
as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
103 yards rushing for him so far as this terrific season continues here.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got Allen. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Play action. It's Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow flushed out right. To Mixon on the check down. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. The draw play for Mixon.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
An option handoff given to Harris.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
43 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Miller on 3rd and 2.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st down, Harris. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now here's another carry for Harris. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Miller now from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now Joe Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On second down, here's Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man, Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
Come on now, let's go.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Watch the pass. Watch the whip. Watch the whip. Kill.
They run the counter. Harris. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 141 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Here we go.
From midfield now, Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thompson. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Mixon will try the right side. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. And now they will throw it with Burrow. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. the delay. It's Mixon. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Taken in at the 3.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Here's Miller to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Miller. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
You can't block me. 40's mine. 40's mine.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Gates with a grab. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw again.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mixon on the toss right.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This is Mixon. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get your reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
2nd and 5 now.
Burrow, he'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Steelers, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.